was down at the Frontier Festival at Cheehaw Park a couple of weeks ago, and they were making fire out of yucca. So I've been on the hunt for some, and we were driving down the highway the other day. My wife said, "There's some yucca over there." We had to pick Jacob up from the other grandparents' house, so I made note of it and saw a safe place where I could pull over on the side of the highway. And well, last night I stopped in and broke me off a few pieces, actually 9 pieces of yucca that was growing wild there. And you may be able to see behind me, and you may see it better in a minute, but we are about to get a rainstorm, so it's getting a little humid. And so I thought, if I could make fire with yucca on a humid day, I have had trouble making fire with cedar on a humid day, so I'm going to give it a try. And it's supposed to be some of the best fire making material that there is. So if I can make fire with yucca on a cloudy, damp day, I would have to agree with that. So I'm going to go ahead and get this spindle all ready to go. Got to get my fireboard ready, but I'll be back in just a couple of minutes once I have this done. And this will be my first try using yucca, so we'll see how it goes. Be back in a minute. Alright, I've got the fireboard set up. I've got it burnt in. And so this is going to be my very first attempt at trying to make a friction fire with yucca. Yes, my wife spotted some on the road yesterday, so we stopped on the highway last night and picked it up. And it seemed to do real good with the guys down at the rendezvous. So let's see, you standing by with the bird nest? Okay. Let's chow down on this thing and see what we get. This video is smoking. May not have a notch cut quite deep enough. I don't see any embers. I'm getting a lot of black. That's already burning up too fast. Let's try it again. You're too young to smoke, kid. Those moves are smoking. Alright, let's try this again. Well, I think I figured out what I did wrong. I don't think I had my notch cut in quite far enough on my first try. And I think all my dust was turning black, was getting too hot inside the hole on my fireboard. And first time I've dealt with yucca, it's, it's kind of round and very small. A lot of the other wood that I've done has been, real flat and been a lot easier to work with. So I think I have maybe a new notch here. I'm going to give it another go. The rain that we were talking about a little while ago has come in now, so I had to move to the porch. Hello, grandson. We're starting it up again.
Ah.
You see any smoke?
Yeah. Are you not doing it as hard?
Well, I made a better notch, I think. Whoa! Of course, now the the stick broke in half. Burn it all the way through, and I don't see any red embers.
I got a wand.
I didn't get a chance to. I got some brown dust there, so that's looking a little better.
And look at
So
this is black. See?
yeah, and that broke in half right there. So time for another notch.
And this
We'll try it again.
is black. You see? It's a party.
Hey, I'm filming over here. Hey, one of the things that you can do, Jacob, I'm filming. That boy he gets in trouble at school all the time for talking too much. I wonder why.
I know.
But one of the things I did, I took a lighter, and on my previous attempt, the dust was black. I'd burn up all the fuel, so there wasn't anything to make an ember. I noticed this was getting a little more brown. Unfortunately, my fireboard broke before I was able to really generate a lot of heat on it. But one of the things when you're doing friction fire, if you'll take your dust and put a heat source into it, and if it will make an ember, then you're creating the right dust. You just need to crank on the spindle a little bit harder to generate enough heat to create that. So if I had this out in the woods, I wouldn't need to be able to do this. But all right, time to make another fire hole. Need another notch.
I do not get in trouble for school at talking.
Oh, now you're back talking. Oh, you're in trouble again. This boy can't stay out of trouble. You're fired.
I got
All right, that's a little friction fire joke. All right. Well, I had to put on the glasses because I've been spindles are flying around so much I didn't want to poke myself in the eye. Rough up the spindle a little bit. One thing is that wind would really help if I had something going to help the nest to catch on fire without blowing on it. Hang on.
You got none?
You gotta let it build as that ember melts to itself. It'll become more and more stable. Oh, I think we're on to something, Jacob.
Oh, yay. On your last try.
My last try before I just couldn't quit. I had to keep going.
I'm gonna go get Grandma.
All right.
Grandma, I got it.
Can't get it off this card now. Get off of there. There we go. It didn't want to drop down. My pine straw nest is wet though. Have to be gentle. There she blows. Woo! Hey, now what I'm gonna do? Hey, what am I gonna do now? Hey, you let me hold the fire, boy. Got a fire extinguisher handy? I'm just kidding. I'm gonna put it out with this glove. Hey,
Yay! Grandma said she's proud and she's good.
all right, we got fire with Yucca.
Yay!
Yay!
Smell the yucca.
You smell the Yucca? It smells yucky.
No, it doesn't. It smells good.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah, do you?
All right. Well, if you in wet conditions, the Yucca will work, provided you build a porch to keep yourself out of the rain first.
Yeah!
Yeah, we'll live. We can cook the ribs over an open fire. Well, I've already done it in the can cooker, so I'm a step ahead of you. All right, let's clean up our mess and go eat.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye-bye, because it's not my mess.
We'll see all you turkeys next time at Gobbler Ridge Farms.
Bye. Bye. Love you.